everyone, and welcome to a brand new series. As you can see right in front of your screen, we are going to be trying a new game called Icarus. Now, this game came out in December of last year on Steam, and this is a survival based game. Now, I do enjoy a good survival game. I love the aspects about it, creativity, and the open world style that survival games has to offer. And Icarus offers all of those unique features that many gamers who enjoy survival based games. And we are going to give this game a shot and see how this series goes. So thank you for those who are watching the video. If you do like the content, please like the video so they know you enjoy it, and I will continue to put out more content for this series. Now, I have already started playing this game with another character that I have created, just to learn the general basics of the gameplay and the survival tactics and the building and everything that comes in. Now, the main goal of this is basically you are sent to this world called Icarus where you conduct research in regards to survival and what the planet has to offer based on what I have gotten so far from playing the game and doing research and everything like that. Nonetheless, this is a fabulous game, guys. Great visual effects. The only downside that I have with this so far is optimization. And now it seems like others are also experiencing optimization problems like myself. I feel that I experience it more than others. This is mainly the load time it takes to get in game, whereas others don't take as long. I take a while, and then as well as on the initial drop into the world, I experience major lag spikes for a good few minutes, as well as others have. I just feel like I experience it longer, and then I will experience some minor lag spikes more than others. But I have read and heard that there are other complaints from others who do play this game who are experiencing the same lag problems. So hopefully the devs will be working on that to correct that issue. It seems like they do weekly updates, so hopefully that does get fixed. But without further ado, let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play Icarus. Now, you can customize your character, male or female. Instead of male or female, they use masculine and feminine. But then you also get to pick the color of your outfit. And they have a small variety of color. Nothing too huge, nothing too crazy, but a small variety. I think what we are going to go with is I think we will go with one of these. My other character, I have this color. I don't think we can, you can't rotate your character or zoom it. But I think the color we're going to go for is this color. Now, the reason why is one thing that you can do in this game is you create armor for yourself to, in this sense, protect yourself better. And one of the outfits you can make is a ghillie suit. Little spoiler alert for those who like ghillie suits. You can build one or create one in this game. So, I am going to stick with this color. And then you can also choose the voice, look of your face. You can add scars, facial hair, and tattoos, as well as eye color and your skin tone, and then the different logos, head caps. Actually, this is new. This was not in here when I first started, so this is a new addition. We'll have to look into that, see what that is. But we are going to go ahead and we are going to start customizing our character. And I'll probably take some time on this just to get the character right. So we'll probably just kind of skip ahead so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me customizing the entire time. So once I figure out what I have, then we will go ahead and uh, get back. So just hang tight. All right, so I think we have our character design picked out. Again, we're going to keep this color. And I've used head 5. I've added a scar, as you can see. They got a variety of scars that you can do. Pretty unique stuff. But I'm going to go with 5. It's not, or 4. It's not too crazy, but it is a little noticeable, right on the nose. Just a little bit of battle wound. And we're going to go with facial hair and no tattoos. But you can choose tattoos if you want. They got a small variety, nothing too crazy. And then we're going to go, so the logo is for this right here, right at the top of the cap here. You can choose a variety of logos or you can have no logo. We'll keep this, so this is the Icarus logo, so we will keep that there. And then again, like I said, this was new. This was not here when I first started. So you have 4 different caps you can from. You can have either mics on either side, no mics, or either on the right or left ear. So we're going to do the left ear. And you can also change to either add a white stripe or keep it straight black. We're going to keep it straight black, guys. So we are going to go ahead, create, and we are going to confirm our character. All right, guys. So this is the beginning of our journey that we are going to travel through together. Now, the currency's here, all right? In order to get currency, you have to, yep, so that was kind of a leg spike I was talking about. So in order to get currency, guys, all right, in order to increase this, you have to do emissions, all right? This is, from so far from what I've noticed, is the only way to be able to increase your currency, okay? All right, so I believe Olympus was an add-on when the game first was created, and I believe it should be out of any beta, alpha or beta phases. All right, it should be the full game release. It was only this, to my knowledge. I never played it in the alpha or beta. I believe this was added. So as you can see, I've already created 4 missions in this and 0 in sticks. But when you open it up, we'll go into Olympus. Okay. Now, as you can see, there is a huge tree of missions that you can do. And each mission will have a difficulty set to it, and which will determine how much currency you're going to get based on if you survive or not. Okay. Obviously, one skull is the easiest to do, and the reward is 25 of the currency. Whereas if you do a level 2, this is 125. Yep. As you go up the tree, you do increase how much currency you're going to get to some degree. Some missions, even though it's a level 2, will actually give you less currency than a level or than a easy mission. Well, ones with check marks, those are the ones that I have completed. So this one, this one, this one, and this one, I have already completed. These other ones I have not done, but that's how you build that experience or the currency. And then what you do is you take that currency and you workshop. And as you can see here, I already have 3 of these unlocked. So I guess that is interesting because all of this was not, or was actually closed up when I first started. So it must all transfer from the character that I have created in the beginning. You can also sell exotics. You can get exotics. I'm still learning how to get exotics. um, that's a work in progress. And apologies, guys, my voice sounds bad, and if I'm clearing my throat, I am at the tail end of a cold that I have been battling for the past few days now. So just bear with me on that. I do have some water with me to kind of help that out. But you don't start out with this. The first thing you start, all of this is closed up. You can't access any of this. The very first thing you can unlock is the XI Geo S5 2 Enviro suit. This is what you unlock first, and then that will branch off into a variety of other things that you can unlock using by purchasing with the as you can see here, the research cost to unlock it is 50, and then you can craft it. So in order for me to craft EnviroSuit, I need 25 credit currencies, and I have 38, so I can do that. But as playing this game and just getting a feel for it, the very first thing that I want to and then create or craft is a survival backpack, which would open up 6 additional slots for my inventory. And I tell you what, guys, having additional inventory slots is beneficial to this game. And then this is the loadout. So this is where you can store all the items that you unlocked and then crafted from the workshop will be here. Assuming I haven't done any of it yet, but obviously it says your items. So this is stuff where you have crafted from the workshop will show up, and then you can drag it here, and whenever you drop into a world, whatever you bring into here, you will bring into the world with you. Because I knew this number looked familiar because this is what I ended with the last character. So I feel as though if I go to my, so you have talents, tech tree, accolade. Now the tech tree, okay, so I do not have, okay, all right. So the currencies do transfer between each character you create, but the tech tree and talents, those will not transfer over. So the tech tree, you have a variety of things that you can upgrade, and each time you level up, you'll gain 1 point. You have talents, and then you have solo. The solo talents are for when you are playing by yourself solo in Icarus. And this only is for when you're playing solo. So when if you join with friends or you play in other servers, where there are other players, you no longer gain the attribute. You have to be solo in order to gain these. These talents will always be with you no matter what. You have survival. Under the survival tab, you have the resources tree, exploration, hunting, and then cooking. The next tab is habitation, is where you will find the trees for repairing, tools, building, husbandry. And then you have combat. So craft bows and crossbows, spears, blades, and you can even do firearms, guys. This is very interesting. So you have 3 different categories, each one having 4 different trees that you add. You can add points to specific tree. So basically, you can create your character how you want, and you can basically create your own destiny. You can also respec as well. Now, I believe in order to respec, you have to be at the main station in the sense, or you cannot do this in game. Purchase respec points. I have never done this. I really don't know exactly how you do it. I like to purchase respec points. So in order to do this, yes, you would. So when you start this, you can go new, and then once let's say you start a mission, you haven't completed it yet, but you leave. You just go to load, and then you can load right back into the. Same as when open world. Start an open world and you leave it. You can always click and load and go back into the open world. Now, I have not tried Outpost. I would like to try that and see how that is. For open world, this is basically like your standard open world. You drop in basically with bare bones. You start out with nothing, and you from there. This will never go away. So once you start this, you will always be able. You always have this, so you can always return to it, and you will always return to last at in the. This is where you can just go in, play casual. Um, Build whatever you want, craft whatever you know, hunt all the creatures and stuff like that. Just your standard open world missions. That's where you get again with outposts. This says here it's a build risk-free, small, persistent map. Expect calm weather, no enemies, regenerating resources, but an experience reduction. Whereas open world, you get the same here where you can just build whatever you want. But in this, you are going to want to expect some weather, as well as animals. Some animals are hostile and will attack you if you get within range. In other words, of basically aggroing them. I'm not going to delve into those too much, as I don't want to spoil everything right off the bat. But then as well, here you can join a multiplayer server, play with friends on this as well. You can also be a host. So again, without further ado, guys, we're not going to take up too much time. Accolades, these are just basically your medals or your rewards for doing, such as travel distance. There's one for traveling, so like for walking so far in the world. I believe it should be this one. Yep, hiker. So travel 50 kilometers total in the forest, 25, 10, all the way up to 500. And then they have one for construction, general, ribbons, survival, hunting, and then your medal. So these are basically, in a sense, kind of like bosses. So they have a sandworm boss, mammoth boss, a jaguar boss, and then a. And once you kill those, you get these. I have not gotten these with another character yet. I am still working to achieve these. These are quite fairly easy. Yeah, it really doesn't take a whole lot of work. So, without further ado, guys, we are going to hop right into an open world and show you guys what this game is all about. Now, on my other character, I played on Olympus. I have not played on Styx. This is the, I believe, again, this was the starting map of the game, and I believe this was kind of an added map. We are going to hop right into Styx. Basically, the description of it is centered around a broided river. Styx is a previously off-limit area of Icarus with reports of unnatural growth nations in the wildlife. Balance risk with reward across, as I believe it says, arid, freezing and deceivingly pleasant climates. Be one of the first to overcome the danger. So we're going to hop right into Styx and see where this journey takes us. Now here we can, in a sense, name the prospect of our. And I think what we are gonna, we are going to call this New Dawn. Like that. Yeah, I like. Hopefully you guys like that as well. We are gonna call this prospect New Dawn. And so again, this is the dropship cargo. So when you drop into Icarus, this is what you will bring into the world. This is where the items that you have unlocked and crafted from the workshop, this is where all that will populate. And then this is the Enviro suit that you start with. So this one, what we have is the XIGO S5 Enviro suit, which is +1 oxygen slots in the suit. We will talk more about the oxygen while we. And then as well as you can select your drop point in the open world version. Now, I think a good spot to drop in will be dead center here at the Grey River. So you have a variety of drop locations, and it has a variety differences will change here as you click. So we have the snowy plateau. Obviously, temperatures are going to be a lot colder because it's up in the snow. Medium source of water. The tree and density of all that is going to be low. Ores are set to meet, and so on. And then we have dry ridge, where it's hot, and a few other things have now been changed to low, and others to. And then ice flats, so on and so forth. I mean, you guys can go through when you get the game if you have not played it. I'm sure many of you are already playing this. If you are tuning in to watch, but we are going to start ourselves at the Great. This gives us a balanced, easy balanced gameplay, just for some casual. We're gonna drop right in. All right, guys, and we have finally landed Icarus. This is our dropship that we landed in, so you can go up to it and interact with it. Again, your dropship cargo here, and then your inventory is right here. And then right here, at times, you will be able to access missions. We will talk about that later. And this is where those items will come up as right. And then as well as this is how you will return back to this mission. So if we bring up our inventory here, we have basically nothing at this point. But we have the ability to craft a variety of things. We can craft a stone pickaxe, stone axe, wood pile, stone pile, and ice water. This is what you start out with in the game. And as you can see right here at the tech tree, this is what you start out with, and this is what you have to unlock. And now, each level will give you 3 points in order to be able to unlock whatever you want. When you reach, it's every 10 levels, I believe. Yes, every 10 levels, you will gain 4 points that you can use instead of 3. And then we'll also unlock the next tier, as far all to tier 4. Now you can scroll all the way over. Each tier has a variety of options, tools, and things that you can unlock. Now, playing from the previous game, from my other character, I kind of have a general idea of of what things I want to unlock and what things are not really all that necessary. In my other character, I immediately started unlocking the thatch building materials. And then before I started unlocking the wood material, I feel like best options to unlock wood. It's really not that much different. I mean, the materials are a little bit different, but it's really not that hard to get those materials. So that will be the goal. And there goes a deer. Yes, the wildlife will run up to you and scare you. So always be conscious of your surroundings. So we can just go ahead and begin and just start collecting a variety of things. So the bushes are actually just the ferns will give you fiber. If you click on bushes, what was that? That was a growl. Heard a growl. I don't know where that came from. But if you come up to a bush, like these, you will get, actually, never mind, you will just get fiber. That's it. But if you come up to a small tree, you can harvest this without the need of an axe. Now, with an axe, you will get more resources, but you can also just pick them up if you don't have one. You just won't get as many resources. Grabbing these will give you both fiber and sticks. The next thing you also want to focus on collecting is the oxide deposits, right? Now, you can pick these up on the ground individually, or you can also mine them with a pickaxe, and you will find those and you will see those as we play throughout. What these are for is your oxygen levels. So as you can see, your oxygen will deplete. These will raise this. So you always want to have these on hand. As you can see, it just basically absorbed one of the oxides, as well as making sure you're staying on top of your food and your water intake. You don't want to starve or dehydrate, because you will begin to lose health. You'll be basically getting injured until you die. You can also collect berries, a variety of foods, in order to stay up on top of that. And each food will offer something different. Berries will replenish food and minor water, whereas others will provide you equal amounts of food and water, or water with less food. So we're just going to go around, just building up our little stash. And now we can start crafting some of this stuff here. And apparently, nope, we will not have enough for that. You can queue, you do have queue slots, so you can have other crafting things prepped, ready to go once the primary item is crafted. But we didn't have enough stone, hence the reason why we could not throw the pickaxe in the queue, but now we can. So main priority is, yes, so here this is what I was talking about, with oxide boulder, if you will. And this is where you can collect multiple oxides instead of having to pick them off the ground individually. So we will just mine this real quick. Get ourselves a little stash. Your stamina will deplete, but you can always increase that. We're just going to kind of lay these out here in a little bit of a pattern. And now the big thing we want to do is we need to find an area for shelter, because the wind weather can affect you to some degree. If you get too cold, you can get frostbite. If you get too hot, I'm sure you probably get maybe a heat exhaustion or something to that effect. I have not overheated, but I have gotten pretty cold. I have not reached frostbite level, but that is very possible in this game, so want to make sure you're paying attention to the bar at the bottom left of the screen. As you can see, there is the blue on the left, and then red on the right, with the snowflake and a fire symbol. You want to stay right in the middle of those two, generally speaking. And leveling up usually does not take that much in this game. As you can see, we've already leveled up. Yeah, we'll leave those there. We'll bring this over here. I'll actually bring that down. I'm a little weird like that, guys. Just bear with me on that. But as you can see, we're already halfway through our water. So you can either consume one, or you can consume the entire stack, or just enough to fill up. Berries, it takes a lot of berries to basically fill your hunger. Some water, and we will carry on. Now, one thing that I have learned in playing the game is you want to build by water. And the reason why is for later on when you start unlocking other things. So it would be a good idea to start your build by the water. Or home base, if you will. Now we could probably just start out with just kind of like a temporary one until we can find another. more better, stable area. But we will work with what we've got. I don't see any hostiles, animals in the area. So let's go ahead and we will open up our tech tree. Now, as I said, there is a specific set of things I want to build. Not build, but unlock for building purposes. Now, one thing that you do want to get is you want to get the campfire and the bedroll. This allows you to be able to sleep through the night. If you don't have this, you basically have to stay up all night long. There's no way you can skip the night. Now, in order to unlock all the wood buildings, you got to be level 5. Now, again, it's not really going to take all... And there's a jaguar. You just stay over there, bud. Stay over there. You know what? We're going to just swing on over here. Now, we also are going to want to unlock the stone knife. The reason why is that you can harvest things such as fur, leather, and meat from animals that you kill. In order to do that, you need a knife. There's no other way to do it. We're going to need that, campfire, and then we will just unlock the bedroll as well. Now, eventually we will get a bow because this makes hunting easier. We can live off of the fruit for now in the meantime. We will craft this just in case if we do come across any animals. We also gain access to stone throwing knives if we need it. Okay. Yep, so soybeans. So soybeans are a great source for balancing out both food and water plenishing both water and food. I should say, let me reword that. So we'll just gather a bunch of these. You can hear a wolf on the other side of the rocks there, so we'll just keep to ourselves. And basically the best way to grind or level is just grinding out, harvesting, and gathering resources. Now again, I'm trying to find a good spot to set up our base. Now again, it could be temporary or it could be a primary. It all depends, and you can build in as many areas as you want from what I have seen. There's also caves, which is where we would be able to find a lot of good access to resources, and that might be one there, just kind of way how the ridgeline looks, so that might be one there. So maybe building somewhere in this area beneficial. So we will look in this area to find a spot for us to lay our heads and start the foundation. Alright guys, I think I have found the location that I'm going to start building. And welcome by the howling of a wolf. We are going to be kind of generally in the middle of the map. And I picked this for a couple reasons. One, again, like I said, you want to build on a river. This will be helpful later on down the road. The other reason why is just beyond there, I noticed that there is an area where we would be able to crack into the mountain or the wall and be able to gather resources, ores, I should say, which will be beneficial as well down the road. So we are just going to start kind of clearing the area here. We'll just gather a whole bunch of stone. Take care of this boulder. So my thought process right now, again, is we are not going to get anywhere near level 5 before the sun falls. So I think if we can unlock we can get to the next level, level 2. Then we'll have to unlock some of the thatch building material. Just be able to get us a shelter for the meantime. We'll gather some of this while our stamina picks up. And as you can see, a little bit of a leg spike on that. Alright, and back at it. And as you can see, we've already overloaded ourselves. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start crafting some of this, or crafting some of these piles to be able to get them out of our inventory. We'll just start lining them up just like this. And we can do some wood as well. Can only do one pile though there, which is no big deal. Oh, no. Can't use a knife. Knife doesn't really help. And level 2. Alright. So let's hop into our tech tree. We'll have to slide over here. We'll do the beam, the floor, and the wall. Unfortunately, we would need the roof as well to give us full coverage. But we cannot get that yet, which would be that right there. And then as well as we would need that. So we are actually going to need to get 2 levels. And let's open this up real quick. Let's increase our inventory weight. Wood felling, I'm fine with that. Solo, let's unlock. Let's increase our health just to be. So we're gonna try to grind this out as quickly as we can. But I don't know if we'll be able to make it in time before the sun drops. But we will hurry as quickly as we can. Alright, get back at it. Whew. Getting stone is hard work. I think I eat a watermelon to replenish my hunger. Alright, back at it. Uh-oh. We are down an axe. Pickaxe, I should say. We'll craft one more. And back to it. Yep, there's our first weather event. We got a storm incoming. So, unfortunately, we're gonna have to deal with the weather. Face it head on. And while we wait, we're going to another pile going. We can do some of these, so we'll try to craft some of this as quickly as we can. Alright, the last little bit. A few more chunks laying around here. Alright, I think we... Oh! Got a little chunk there. Little chunk here. Where? There you are. Another one. Another one. They're just really hiding here, aren't they? Alright. I think we got that cleared up for the most part. Get another one of these crafted. And we'll build some walls. All right. Let's just build one up real quick here. Come on now, there we go. All right. This is definitely not ideal, but kind of our best shot. Now, you don't want to stand in the fire, because if you do that, you're going to catch yourself on fire. Not only are you going to lower your health, but then anything you're around, you could start on fire as well. So, we'll just kind of stay in here and wait for the storm to pass. Hopefully it doesn't start to rain. That would not be good. Also, too, as you saw me when I was laying down the beams, that I was picking some of them up. In order to do that, you press Y. So we'll just kind of stay in here, keep ourselves warm. All right, so it looks like we have survived the storm. So we should just continue just grinding out right now. All right, level 3, ladies and gentlemen, level 3. Just working our way through this pile of rock here, trying to get as much stone as possible. So let's keep grinding on this. I will be back with you guys here shortly, just so you guys don't get too bored just standing there or sitting there watching me just hit this rock over and over again. So we'll be back soon. All right, guys, so this is where we are going to end the first episode of Icarus. Thank you for those who have watched the video. Thank you for tuning in. Please take a second to like the video if you enjoy the content, and I will continue to put out more videos in this series. Until then, see you next time.